Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. Yeah, about 4:30. Yeah, doing what I do for you. I got a nice little lesson from you that I got from my teacher, so I just put it together my way. Let's talk about mastering stillness and oneness with God. Is right thinking philosophy's goal for all right thinkers. Know thyself. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking, excuse me, right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, and I'm on it, is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? So let's get it together. And I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical because if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right thinkers? Know thyself and to my God be true. Right thinkers, P Funk philosophy on mastering stillness and oneness with God is my right thinking philosophy's goal for all right thinkers. If you know yourself, thyself, you know the footprint in the sand phrase personally. Why? When you were struggling in life, if your faith and belief was strong and the man upstairs, he carried you through. So when you look back over life and say, well, you claim not to leave me, there was one set of footprints a few times and what happened? Yeah, that's when I carried you. When God carries you, that means you reached a level that you can handle on your own. So if you don't have God with you, if you all ego, you're gonna have problems. At least if you got God conscious, you can get some resistance, some help, some assistance from your higher self, that inner self, that don't let nothing go wrong. That's God. Okay, I'm trying to get you to have that understanding within yourself. That's why I teach you what I teach you. That's what makes me a spiritual philosopher. I can get you the information to get you to do things you need to do to earn your blessings from God. I'm not here to preach to you. When I was around people, when I was ignorant, I was around people living wrong. We all living wrong. I'm doing the wrong thing, selling drugs and wilding out. I was never alone. I had to go bathroom just to get privacy. Only because I could find privacy. Yeah, it was like that. And I didn't, pay attention to it at that time. But yeah, even my mom used to always ask me, baby, you always got to have an entourage with you. You got to have a gang of people, Jay, where you go? Pretty much, yeah. When you live in that lifestyle. When I got the night I got my Hall of Fame induction, nobody was around. It didn't need to be. They was around for the bad. Who's around for the good? The ones who really love you. Pay attention to them. All right. But when I realized when you know that self, God, no matter what you call it, what you practice, when you know God, what happened? You will walk alone. You will be by yourself. It's gonna be you and God. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And really, that's all you need in life. Everything else is whatever. But no, you need to walk with God. You need God walking with you, but you need to know God for yourself. That's what my job is, to get you to have that experience for yourself. And my biggest pet peeve is daily meditation. Meditation is when you go into what? That place in your mind where God resides. I've been having a one-on-one relationship with God for the last 15 years. I get choked up. That's the truth. That's what it is. If you don't have it, you can't manifest it. You can't. No, you have to experience it and get it for yourself. He's there to be gotten by everybody. I tell you, if it's 9 billion people, it's 9 billion ways to God. You got your own way. All you have to do is find it. I'm trying to help you do that. Oh man, I'm the GPS. All right, I'm God's send you. I'm God's detector to send you in the right direction. Okay, so when I come out my meditation, I always feel like I got something. Something was added. Something was put in. I had a brother ask me just this morning, how can he improve his intuition? Meditate, meditate, meditate. But practice the thoughts. Manifest the thoughts that you have while you are in your meditative state. Take that state right onto manifestation state. That's called living in a meditative state of mind. I'm always manifesting the thoughts that I come up with. This was life. Use it. Practice it. That's how you get good. Self-mastery is you practice all the things you need to do to be you. Your best self. Put the work in. Knowledge of myself. I gain knowledge from myself every time I come out of the meditating state of mind. I find something else about myself that freaks me out. But it's all internal. The Akashic records that y'all hear about is here. Up here. You got to access it. But it's always to access it, and a lot of people don't because they don't know the ways. Meditate, 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 and manifest, manifest, and manifest for yourself. That's the only one who need to know. It's you. Knowing how far the sun is from the earth, knowing how deep the ocean don't mean a damn thing unless you in that field. What I teach don't mean a damn thing if you're not spiritually trying to get spiritually enlightened. It means nothing to you. I understand that. My man told me I just had a problem with my phone. I got grandkids who know how to retrieve information from the cloud. I don't know nothing about no damn cloud. Okay, but yeah, that's talent. That's teaching. They know something about this thing that I have no idea about. So they can educate me, freak me out. Okay, so understand. Listen to the young people. They know some things too. If you pay attention, they're teaching. I sure did, and I love it. Why? I don't get my knowledge from books, but I practice what I read in the book. The person who wrote the book wrote it for a reason. Everybody want me to write a book. Why? Y'all don't read books. I'm the only one to read them. Okay? I'm a book man. I'm a bookworm. And I don't have a problem with that. But I don't have time. I don't have to write a book. Why? I can use what they're giving me. I can work with this. I don't have to do that. I ain't trying to reinvent the wheel. So whatever it is what it is. I just present it to you. My personal knowledge of self is what I obtained over years of studying and practicing. You can't get that without doing that. That's how you get it. So if you ain't putting the work in, don't worry about it. You won't get it. It don't just happen. You ain't gonna wake up all of a sudden and light and know yourself. Don't work that way. All right. But the knowledge that I've obtained over the years about thyself is due to my daily meditation and living it. Bring it to life. Manifest what's on your mind. Bring it to life. That's how God created the world. Come on now. Okay? But my pet peeve, daily meditation keeps me in contact with God. And my heart, mind coherence. When I'm feeling Him, I'm conscious of Him, I'm thinking, acting, and being like Him in my daily life. So I get rewarded for those things. You didn't know that? Yeah, try it. Christians don't be Christians because they just want to be Christians. No, if something comes in, the benefit for them if they do what they're supposed to do. Muslims, all of them the same thing. Okay? It's called reward, blessings for living right. That's all you got to do. I just don't practice religion. I live right, just like anybody else. Same benefits. He claim, I'm a Christian, I'm this. No, I'm a spiritual philosopher. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and I can tell you about it. Simple, that's what I do for you. And daily meditation will make you God conscious. Why? Every day you're talking to God. I start my day off talking to God. I end my day talking to God. spend a lot of my day alone, so I spend a lot of time talking to God. I talk to God more than I talk to you. How about that? Okay. And now, if my conversations is more with God internally with myself, I must have a lot of alone time. And I spend it wisely. You should too. That's if you got downtime, you got nothing time, whatever, to do what you want with, I give that to God. My spare time goes to God. My F off time or whatever, I spend that with God. It don't cost me a dime. It don't put me in a position of problems with relationship. None of that. I'm free to serve God on a day-to-day basis. You can do it if you choose to. That's my choice. Nobody's got to do it. Nobody forcing me to do it. And I do everything with what? God on my mind. And my mind on God. That means I'm going to do the right thing. I'm locked in. I'm locked and loaded. You can't get me to do wrong. Why would I do that? It makes no sense. You can't get me to let my ego drive me to do. I don't do that either. Oh, you perfect. No, I just have control over myself. I have discipline over myself, and I practice it daily. You can't have discipline and don't show it when daily. Moving on. God is aloneness with oneself. And when you become God conscious or becoming one with God, meaning you start to think, feel, and act godly, mean you're a good person, other people will recognize that. Okay, those with eyes will see. Okay, I'm alone a lot because no people or friends are around me mainly, but God. God goes with me everywhere. And he's always with me. Footprints in the sand said that. And when you got confirmation that, well, when I got kind of handled, you carried me, I got to depend on you. That's what it tells you. And all these things, symbolic of all I got in this book is information, wisdom. And it plays out perfect. All you got to do is practice it. All you got to do is put it to use. I'm already doing stuff that's in this. I know all of that. I got some good stuff coming for you. But let me get this out the way. I'm going to do my thing every now and then. I got to slide mine in. But I'll be back in the book in a minute. Some of y'all like that. I love it. Why? It's information. It's knowledge. And that's what I'm here to do. Excuse me. People, family, and friends, they will come and go. And that's normal. And that's what it is. But when you get God, he ain't leaving. He ain't going. You might want to go with him when it's time to go. You want to go with him. Get the concept? Okay, so you don't want to separate yourself from God. But those who are in of him will separate. I told you, the 7 deadly sins that separate you from God. These are things that you do that God don't like. And if you know God don't like them, you do them, oh, he's going to punish you. Karma will get you, okay? If he rewards you for doing good, as a parent, we all love when our kids do, right? We get them kudos, got good grades, give them the refrigerator pictures, all that good stuff doing. We reward them for good action, don't we? Why do you think that is? But what we don't do and what we fall short, and parents, please understand this, whooping your kids don't mean you don't love them. It's a thin line between abuse, okay? And as a parent, you know that line. You won't cross the line as a parent. Why? Your love for them will stop you. People who got no concern about individuals will do what they want with them. That's where all the abuse and nonsense coming from. But once you educate the child on what and how to be and how the people should treat them, when somebody mistreat them, they will come and tell. We never had in my family line that I know of anybody molested by a family member. How many black families can say that? Boy, if you were to mess with any one of the females in my family, we're going to beat the brakes off of you. Simple as that. And if you're a family member, it's going to get worse. Why? We're going to beat you. That's why. And you don't have that mentality, that's when the family falls apart. As long as everybody understands family first, I don't give a damn if you're Italian. I don't give a damn. Culture and tradition should be maintained for that culture and whatever the tradition is. And protecting your young should be part of every culture. Right now, we got the big thing with this Epstein clown. He's trafficking kids. Slavery had been in existence with man since the beginning. That's what he wants, to take advantage and use people. Now they're using kids, okay? Innocent kids. That's not cool. So, yeah, I got some issue with that. Get back to the lesson. Sorry. But when you are a good person, you won't do that. Good people don't do that. I don't give a damn what your title, your position, If you are a pedophile, you are a pervert, any of those things, I will deal with you harshly. I say castrate all of them. Simple as that. Oh man, I don't give a damn. Punishment should be harsh. It should be deterrent, not, well, I just go ahead and kill somebody. Hey, give me a couple of years, I get back out. What the hell is that? No. If you kill somebody, it's gonna cost you your life. That's the debt for paying for killing somebody. Let's stop all that killing stuff. Why? You know, if you kill somebody, we're gonna kill you. Simple. Don't make no bones about it. Don't get all emotional and all. No. Simple. Life is precious. See it as that and treat it as such. And those who take life should lose theirs. That's harsh. Accident. Yeah. Stop giving scenarios to fit your little punk dynamic, simple, ignorant dynamic. One thing, stop doing things that's wrong, and when you punish the people who do it, that's supposed to be a deterrent, not just a free ride for those who got money, can pay their way through and commit crimes and be wrong. Just less about money, and y'all have no clue about God. I'm a spiritualist, man. I got this all spirit with me, so I got a problem with material stuff. That's all. Moving on. And people who love material stuff, I got a problem with you. All right, but my philosophy tells me if you're with me always, even after death, you must be a bad somebody. Ain't that what y'all say in the Bible? I get the philosophy. I have a philosophy about God and where he is and what he is. So I listen to y'all Christians. I listen to y'all Bible. And y'all got some good stuff in it. Y'all just don't live it. That's the problem with Christians, Muslims, and Jews. Y'all got the right stuff. Y'all got the information. Yeah, y'all got the truth. Y'all just don't understand it, and you don't practice it in this correct manner, so you don't benefit from it. That's the problem I'm seeing with religions. Moving on, I got a problem with religion for that reason. But that's who I'm giving my lives to and worshiping. Somebody who's going with me all the time. When I didn't acknowledge him, he was there. So when I got in my situation, I had to call out for him. He was right there. I had to go far. Right inside myself. I didn't have to go nowhere. That cell, I stood right in that cell and found God within myself. But it shouldn't have to take that to find God. That's one of my points right there. Men, y'all don't go to church. We don't come to church until what we get asked out. I'm in the church right now. We heavy. We women heavy. We women heavy. Why? They more spiritual. They want to get to God. They trying to find God. They go find a pastor, somebody who gonna help them. I ain't got a problem with that. Men, our ego stops that from happening. I ain't gonna listen to him. You're gonna tell to curse me out, tell me about myself, blah, blah, blah. You go there to learn. I talk to my pastor every Sunday after the service. We don't talk before the service. I let him do his thing. I know, I understand. But after service, we get it in. Why? I want to know that I get the message. He asked me, the message good was on point. Did you say that we meant? Yeah, you was on point right there. I got it. From a biblical Christian concept. My right thing philosophy ain't got nothing to do with what the Christians say and do. Nothing. We have something in common. So that's where we meet at, okay? And understand that. I walk alone. What? I'm proud to be what? God in the flesh and understanding who I am. So I don't need help to walk. I don't need help to be. I'm independent. Everything I do for me. If you ain't got you together, you can't help nobody else. Self-mastery is what I did before I can become anybody's teacher or think I can do something if somebody help them out. No, you better get you together first. If I came here all broken, busted, you wouldn't listen to a word I said. I understand that. So, yeah, I walk alone, but I walk with pride and I walk with God. Because what I have and who I have in me and on my side is better than anything that's out here. Wait, it's not. Again, y'all got all the best phrases. Greater in me is in the world. Yeah. And it sound good, but y'all don't believe it. Y'all don't live it. And that pisses me off. Why would you say that? You ain't doing a damn bit of it. That's like me claiming to be a right thinker. It ain't right thinking. Claim to live it right. It ain't living right. That drives me crazy. So, yeah, that's hypocrite. I can't stand a hypocrite or a liar. Y'all the same thing. Okay? If what you say don't match what you do, I'm done listening to you. Why? You're a liar. I don't need nobody to tell me about that. I can see that in you. So I don't need nobody to be telling me about somebody. You know, so. Yeah, I know. I know him. Yeah, you might not mess with him. Why? I know him. If I know you and you ain't worried at my time, I'm not going to be bothered with you. I can know you. Ain't nothing about you. Moving on. Again, independence means you don't rely on people. I rely on God. I walk alone. Again, The Bible says that God said, still yourself. Why? Stop everything you're doing. This is me meditating. The same philosophy. I don't need him to tell me that I'm making that decision because I want him to talk to me. So I'm going to stop what I'm doing, give him my undivided, and let it go. That's called meditation. Yeah, I don't know why religious people don't meditate, but that's how you get to God. Y'all think praying gets you to God. That's the dumbest thing in the world. And understand that I give God his due every chance I get. I go into meditation. If I'm sitting in my car, I go right to meditate. Why? Why not? Why not? I'm supposed to do something stupid. Meditation is the one thing I can do that I can always rely on getting something out of. When I come down, I come out. Oh, that was it. I come get my pen. Why? I got a thought. I conceptualize, I fantasize, all in my mind. I know that. Until I can manifest it, put it down on paper, and bring it to words and give it to you, it means nothing. So yeah, it worked. Content creating is my job. And I learned how to steal myself a long time ago. Okay, over 20 years ago. Okay, I learned that lesson. And I know God for myself. I don't need nobody to preach to me. I don't need nobody to tell me a damn thing about God. We can converse, we can share, but you can't tell me nothing about God. That thing you telling me about me, you can't do that. Why? Let me tell you about me. I'll tell you about God too. Christians, a lot of them don't meditate. I don't get it. Or study. They just let the pastor, or they don't meditate, they don't study the zodiac. Those are two things that, as a spiritualist, you need. Those are tools that you need in your box to communicate with God. Mastering the zodiac, meaning you know everybody's sign, you know everybody's characteristics and how they are pretty much. And that gives you an easy breakdown. Or when somebody tell you their birthday, I already know what kind of person you are. Depending on your sign, I know what kind of person you are. Why? I know the zodiac. I know people. I'm from the corner drug dealer. I know how you walk, talk, and act. I can decipher that in a few seconds. You know, fend from foe, fight or flight. Okay? And that's been in my DNA since I was a kid. But due to the ignorance of what? The zodiac understanding and the studying, it says what? Study to show yourself approved. If you ain't reading that Bible or getting somebody to assist you in your reading and break it down for you, you just really spinning your wheels. You can go get this book, okay? Yeah, and read it. But will you understand what's in it? No, I break it down for you. I told my brother yesterday, dude, if I got books, I got a library, and I use, we talking about, he's Mason, so I said, my man, my Blue Masonic book right on my desk, okay, in arms grass, okay, Thinking of Destiny, right here on my book, in arms grass. I'm surrounding myself with knowledge. Why? That's what I study. That's what I do. So I got plenty of it to share. But I've also got to put the work in by learning it. So I spend a lot of time doing that. Okay. But when you putting in your work, it's all yours. You take all the credit. Okay. Make sure you give him his. My pastor give everything to the Lord. I love that. It's funny to me. But I understand why. I do the same thing. I just don't run around telling everybody about it. All right. But again, God's telling you in the Bible, all you Bible thumpers, he tell you how to know him for yourself. I'm listening to stuff he's saying. God is in you. He tell you, Christ keep trying to break it down for you best he could. He's dropping jewels, parables all over the place. Y'all say Jesus spoke in parables because he is the parable. He is the concept. He's not real. Y'all still making him literal. That's the problem with y'all Bible thumpers. Stop with the literacy. You want to pick and choose and make what you want. No, it's a book of mythology, book of allegory, a book of stories to help learn, educate you, and give you perspective and understanding, not to be taken literal. And every time I read, praise the head, they said, the Christians' problem is they take some of the stuff literally. If you think a man can die for 3 days and come back to life, you're an a-hole. That makes no sense. It's not possible. So why would you believe that? But I believe, why would you believe something just wrong? It's just wrong. It's just wrong. But they so hell-bent, you can't change their concept. I don't try. I don't let that go. To be still means to meditate. How about that? God, dog it. Let's get to the bare side. God tell you, sit down, meditate on me, and learn something. Stop praying to me, asking me for everything, and do something for yourself. Okay? And the meditating for me is the only way to know God for yourself. You can believe all you want. You can read and theorize, conceptualize all God you want, but until you had an experience, it's all for naught. And for y'all who perpetrate the fraud, there's a price to come with that. Also, God don't like to be perpetrated. He really don't. And y'all still in the name of the Lord. Oh, y'all got the answer for that. I'm not caring about what you do or don't do in the name of God. I just maintain what I do and don't do in the name of God. So yeah, I can talk about you. I'm gonna talk about you right to your face, not behind your back. I ain't that dude. What I got to say, I'm gonna say it to you, and hope you don't like it. Say why? What you gonna do about it? Okay, yeah, I'm telling you the truth. What you gonna do about the truth? You can't argue and fight the truth. That's what I got for you. Bye bye. Every time. And you can't do nothing about it. And I'm going to continue to do that with the truth moving on. And the reason why I walk alone is I'm not, okay, walking or being in bad company. I'd rather be myself. Me and God do just fine. I'm just happy and content with God than any person. Understand that. Okay? Don't get it twisted. No, I'm taking God first. I can get something from Him. People, you can't give me jack. But respect, I take that. Spiritual love, I'm on board. But let me wrap it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. I went a little longer than this one lesson. All right. But I used to complain about what? Being alone. Man, I ain't got no friends. Ever since I started serving God, nobody wants to be with me. He's a brother, right? 5 years ago, it was being sanctified. Okay. How much more I got to be? How much sanctified I got to go? No, this is a long sanctification. You didn't get but 6 weeks. I got years of sanctification. It's an inside joke. Sorry about that. All right. But when I thought people was important to have around and be around, now not so much. Why? It don't work. If you got bad people around you, I'd rather be by myself. I can't find a bunch of good people unless I go to church. So that's my point with that. But again, I used to live to be with the crowd. I used to love the crowd. I was the man. Yeah, the crowd got my ego up. They fed my ego. Yeah, you the man. You the man. Yeah, that guy loved it. Following that guy. Okay, that ain't my thing. I ain't big or that don't move me right now. And I'm an introvert. I mean, I'm internal, not an extrovert. He was extrovert. He want everything internal, everything outside. I want everything inside. So we was different. I knew that a long time ago. All right. Now, my lifestyle, aka me living right, no one wants to hang out with me but my church family. They love me. I love them. But that's because we on the same level and living right. If you ain't that level, we ain't gonna get along. Well, I'm not dealing with those kind of people. If a person is toxic, leave them alone. If a person ain't doing what you're doing, don't be around them. Birds of a feather flock together. Moving on. Going from the social penthouse where I was the man, drug dealing and all that, to the what? To the social outhouse, prison. Mm-hmm. That's the classic going straight down, okay? And wrapping it up. That experience changed my life for the better. Well, I had to have that. That's the foundation I stand on now. I'm not going back that. I'm not doing that. Oh, no. No, I've got no deal for that nonsense. I go into a fight. Excuse me. I got into a fight. And what? I was what? Oh, I was locked up and did 60 days in prison for defending myself. Okay, you know what you gotta do? Well, I did what I had to do. They frown on that in prison. That's all the hell y'all doing here. Okay, back then, you had to fight. Wouldn't know. Ain't nobody know came out of prison and didn't fight. So I had to do what I had to do. Long story short, that 60 days in solitary confinement changed my life. I look back on that and say, yeah, that's when I found God. Because it was just me. And that was it. What else you got? You ain't got nothing else. What you gonna get? Nothing. Find God. And if you in search of something, that's where you're gonna find it at the end of yourself. Hope you got the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So another of my right thinkers who know and mastering stillness and becoming one with God is the way to go. Trust in yourself, your higher self, and you'll be fine. Don't let your lower self run you or you'll be in trouble. Your choice. Again, I'm out.